Hey guys, this is B. Wiley. If you just stumbled upon my page, I do videos on relationships, breakups, communication, and anything in relation to dating and just trying to evolve as a person and attract your person in the right way. So if you like topics like that, feel free to go ahead and hit the subscribe button. For those of you who keep coming back, because I see y'all because I see y'all, and you see me. Why don't you go ahead and go ahead and subscribe to my channel? Because if you keep coming back, you might as well hit the notification bell too. All right, so today's video was really last minute in my head, and I was just like, I'm sick of us. I am so sick of us women getting distracted by guys who don't want us. You know what? I'm just gonna go off the cuff today, and this is just literally me just speaking to you from a woman's point of view. Young lady, if you're single right now, ready to mingle, you need to understand the difference between a distraction. A distraction is come sent in to destroy, in my opinion, specifically is from if it's from the devil, and delay you. And then someone that's sent from God, someone that's sent from the universe to do you well, is always going to bring forth clarity. It's going to bring forth love, and it will definitely not bring forth questions. So if you know that you are in a situation, I'll give you a situation. For example, I was in a situation so many years ago. It's been years ago, but it stands out as one of the most pivotal points in my dating life because of who this guy was and how he engaged and acted, reacted, and ghosted me ultimately. So this situation to where I was liking someone that I thought like me, like I like them, but they didn't. Okay, that's fine. Well, back then I was just like, oh my gosh, it's the end of the world. I'm gonna jump off a bridge, which was irrational. And so anyway, so I was in that situationship, and then I was just always confused. Anytime I would bring this person up to a friend, or if I were in prayer, or if I were journaling, or just even talking to a coworker, I was never clear on what his intentions were for me. From the moment he was emotionally uninvested, ladies, can you relate? Is that guy emotionally uninterested, emotionally uninvested, just not present? Or when he is present, he's present right there for that moment. However, later on, it's kind of hard to like get in contact with him, to talk to him for long periods of time. He's typically unavailable. But then he'll pop back in and he'll love bomb you. Well, he'll come back in and love bomb. I've had that experience with this person. When they were available and at certain times, he would love bomb me, which then would be like, well, dang, how you emotionally disconnected over here, but now it's Wednesday and now you love bombing me because you can't stop thinking about me. That ain't nothing but the trick and the foolery and the trickery and the mischievous ways of the enemy. Period, point blank. Now, I don't care if you believe in God, devil, whoever. I'm just telling you, that's just what it is. Period, point blank. So if you're in a situation right now, sis, if you've been ghosted by a guy, let's say you dated a guy for a number of months, years, whatever. You guys broke up. He just knew that you wasn't in for him, even though you didn't feel the same way. Now, time has gone on, whether it be weeks, 2 months, 2 years, and all of a sudden, pop goes the weasel. Here he come in your DM, your inbox, your text message, hey, big head, or calling you, outright calling you on the phone. Now you're taken aback like, ooh, well, was I wrong? Has he changed? Does he really like me? Am I good enough now? I need for you to slow your roll, and focus on how he made you feel. That's all you got to do. People change 110%. Women change, men change. Everyone has the potential to evolve if they choose to be a better person. That's on them to choose it. That's not on you to make them and try to coerce them into changing. That's on them to make a sound decision to be a better person. So, if all of a sudden this person that was not emotionally invested, that didn't have any intentions for you long term, who always gave you mixed signals, who left you confused and on high alert and stressed out because you didn't know your right arm from your left arm. If this person was just literally all over the place, up and down, over here, over there, and then they ultimately are just unavailable mentally, spiritually, emotionally, relationship wise too. They need to hold your horses. Hold your horses. Because if you think that someone can be that went from being all over the place can then morph into this consistent, loyal, committed, great person of character, you got to be out your mind. Yes, it can happen. However, you have to pay attention to how they made you feel then. And let's just say they changed. It is on them, not you, to show you with their consistent over time, not a week, not a couple days, time. They have to literally consistently show you something totally different. And if you don't know, now you know. This is what you need to do if you don't know how to use discernment and how to recognize if it is a real change or if he's flogging. Get on your hands and knees and pray. If you're not at home, can't get on your hands and knees, you're in Walmart, say a little prayer to yourself in your head. If you're in your car, say a prayer to God. God, make it clear. Is this guy from you? Is he sent from you? And you can say that with a woman too. It ain't just all about men, women saying prayers for guys. If you're a guy, because guys watch my videos, hey guys, give me a thumbs up. So you can say it to him. Please, Lord, you know my situation with this fella. You know how it left me down and out, confused, misused, all over the place. If this guy has truly changed, make it clear, make it plain to me. Make it as plain as the sun outside shining in my face. And I also want you to make it clear and plain to me if this guy is not from you. Make that just as clear. So there is no question whatsoever. I'm telling you, you do this prayer and you do it with conviction and you're serious versus having those hearts back in your eyes. Because the thing is, ladies, we'll get confused when a guy will ghost us and then come back. I have a guy right now, for example, same guy. Years ago, he ghosted me because we just weren't, he just didn't want what I want. Doesn't make him a bad person at all. No, absolutely not. However, I don't go on this guy's page for any reason. This has been years ago, guys, that he did this. Well, guess who be on my page? Guess who watches my videos? I have proof. I can see him seeing me. I see you seeing me. Now, why are you here? Why are you here, sir? It's a distraction. He could simply just want to be catching up on what I'm doing in my wonderful life. He could also be low key trying to pop his little head up to trying to send me a message like, oh, maybe there's still hope because he knows how green and vulnerable I was years ago. And he could possibly still think like a lot of guys do. A lot of guys assume women don't change. And he could possibly, and for good reason too. That's another video. He could possibly think she's probably still green. She probably still has the hearts in her eyes for me. So let me just test it out. Let me just pop into the story here and pop out there and pop back in and be consistent with popping in just to throw her off, just to confuse her, just to see if she's about that B. Wiley life, if she's about what she's teaching, if she's teaching these girls, or is she still behind the scenes being desperate? That's what men think, ladies. I'm just going to give you myself as an example. He's going to show back up and see if you're still as stupid as you were before, to see if you're still a thought, well, not a thought, but having characteristics of doing what a thought does. So we're not going to get into that. You know what a thought is. He's going to see if you're still going to try to use your body, in other words, in order to get him to be with you and be the main chick. He's trying to pop in to see if there's anything going on upstairs. He's going to pop in to see, just to feed his ego, just to see if there's still a chance. Your job is to recognize the distraction for what it is. Stop losing hope. Stop having hope that he's going to turn into something that he's not. And just fully receive him as he was, because that's who he is, and call it a day. Don't give it any attention. Don't respond to the message. Don't acknowledge the fact that he's looking at you and you can see him. I use my stuff as an example because that's all I got. I'm going to use my stuff as an example because that's my life. Because what if I didn't have any examples to give you guys? You'd be like, well, how does she know all of this if she ain't really giving us no insight on her stuff. So I can tell you, I'm gonna tell you, and I can tell you even more. Just let me know. So the moral of the story is lose the distractions, because that's all he is. If he doesn't give you straight up clarity on what he wants from you and backs that up with direct, clear action, he's here to distract you. Your job is to recognize the distraction and push, boot, block, delete that distraction out of your life if what you want is peace. Now, if you don't want peace, then you'll keep them in there, and then you'll just have a toxic little situationship going on, and you don't have nobody to blame but yourself. All right, sis? All right. So if you made it this far, go ahead. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Are you dating a distraction? Do you know what a distraction is? What are you going to do about the distraction that's going to pop up on your social media? Social media today. All right, guys. I'm B. Wiley. If you want to follow me somewhere else outside of here, because I know you subscribed and hit the notification bell, go ahead. Coach B. Wiley, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. All right, guys. Talk to you later.